Hey everyone, this morning I'm going to show you just a few little tips and tricks for contouring. I had a few requests for this. So right now I just have my foundation, concealer, and powder on, nothing else. So as you can see, my face is just like pretty much all one color. That's what we want to start with, is just like a blank canvas. So once you've kind of taken away any discoloration and you're all one color, then you can go back in and add in that dimension. First, I like to go in with just like a warm bronzer or any sort of like darker face color, just to give that little bit of warmth back into the face. Today I'm going to use this mineral bronzer from Bare Minerals, and this is called Warmth actually, so it's just perfect for what we're going to do. So I loaded that onto a brush, and now I'm just going to kind of lightly, like I am very, very lightly dusting this onto my cheeks. So if you guys make fish lips like this, you can see right where that's gonna go. And then I like to take it up on the temple just a little bit to kind of warm up the forehead area just a little bit. We're gonna go blend this out, don't worry. And then I go right under here just to add a little bit of dimension to the jawline. So if you have any areas that you really need to blend out a little bit better, like my forehead always gets kind of patchy, I just take my big fluffy brush, and this is the same one that I use for my powder, so that kind of helps to blend it out too, that it has a little bit of leftover powder on it. I know this lighting is awful, but can you kind of see how that gives just a little bit of color to the face? So if you're confused on placement, this is another little trick that I learned, is like this little 3 shape. So yeah, you just make your 3s on both sides, and then that kind of hits all those points that should be like more hollowed out. At this point, I'm not really worried about like that definite line in my cheek right now. I just wanted to give it a little bit more color with the bronzer. And that step is totally optional. I just think it adds a lot to the look, and it makes your face look really nice and healthy. Alright, now I'm going to take a cooler color, and this is what we're going to use to kind of sculpt the cheekbones. I don't know if you remember me picking this up at Ulta a few weeks ago, and I told you that I would let you know what I think. So the color is great for contouring, but it's so freaking flaky and chalky. Like, I've already hit pan because this product just falls out of the container. It is no bueno. So yeah, in other words, I wouldn't really recommend this, but it is what I'm going to use today since I just need to use it up. But yeah, any sort of like cooler brown taupish color will be great for kind of sculpting out the cheekbones. I know Wet n Wild has a really awesome contouring kit if you're wanting something more affordable, so I definitely recommend those. Anyway, so I just picked up a little bit of that taupish color, and I'm just using a small little brush here, and I'm just going to start lightly carving that into the cheekbone. And a little tip, you never want to go past where your eye is right here. You never want to go past that point. I try to focus it mainly back here next to the ear. So you can tell the difference between one side and the other, how this side has the contour and then this one just has the bronzer. And if you ever feel like you get it a little bit too heavy, I just go back in with that big fluffy brush and just kind of blend it out. So at this point you can take it up here along the temples a little bit if you have like a larger forehead that you need to kind of carve out. If you wanted to go along the sides of your nose and kind of reshape your nose, you can do that too. For me personally, I just kind of stick with the cheekbones, and that's about it. I really like it to look natural. So from here I go in with my highlight. I'm using Moonstone by Becca. And it's supposed to be pressed really nice into this little compact, and mine broke. But I still use it, so whatever, it works. Alright, I packed it onto this little brush, and then I'm just going to go on the tops of the cheekbones. And you can kind of build this up however you want. I know that like the blinding highlight is really in right now, Personally, I just like a little bit of shimmer just to kind of give it that nice, pretty sheen. So once you have it on the cheekbones, you can kind of take it above the brows to give that a little bit of a lift. You can take it down your nose. Pretty much anywhere where you want to attract a little bit more attention to, any high points of the face. Then I'm going to go in with this blush. This is Milani Luminoso. So I'll take that blush and I'll just go right on the apples of the cheeks and just kind of sweep that back. If you kind of think about it, you're kind of sandwiching the blush in between the contour and the highlight, if that makes sense. For me, that's the easiest way to make everything blend. Alright, I hope you can kind of see how that's looking. I'm going to finish up the rest of my face and then I'll be back. Okay, so here's what we have going on today. I just finished up the eyes a little bit and that's about it. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, or any comments or anything like that, just let me know.